Hello, I'm Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz. It is February 5, 2017 at 4:43 p.m. Birmingham. And the topic, once again, with this Under the Ice series of incidents taking place recently, the question is back up and on the screen and on everybody's minds and thoughts. What are they? What's under the ice? Why are they meeting? What's the purpose of the meeting? Who's meeting? And then you have Tom Horn and L.A. Marzulli and several others suddenly becoming another hot topic, and they're back on Orb'S. And what do they mean? Are they friendly? Or are they really anything other than reflections off of water or any such thing? Well, I've read all of it over and over and over. Now, on Trey Smith, on Entity's program, if you have not seen any of those, I urge you, find him on YouTube. Just YouTube Trey Smith Entities, and it'll blow your mind. And he will. He has information in there more than once, and you can see several, probably 20 or more YouTube blogs on him, anywhere from 3 or 4 minutes up to 2 or 3 hours. And it's all about all this information that's going on everywhere around this world, especially in the supernatural here in what we call the end days. And one of them, he goes right into the orb business, and he discusses, he looks at them, he talks about them, and he has people that come on his show, and he's showing this up on the screen, and he's talking and he's tapping that screen, and he's pointing them out. None of them, not one that I've ever seen, had faces in them as these that you are seeing right here. And if you see the big head right in the middle, and then just above the big head, you have 2 other alien-looking grays. And if you could rotate that picture, look at the green one, right where the 2 smaller heads are, right at the lower jaw of the lower orb head. You'll see another face in that green one. And it is terrible looking. It's scary looking. You see it better if you blow it up about twice the size that you're seeing there. And clearly it is a face of a ugly being. And then again, you see the orb on the right, in the center right of the green part above the fence. There is another face to the left of him or it, and it too has a similar face of the one below the 2 small ones. And then you have the big one in the center again. As you look at it, it's actually its lower left jaw, but if you look at it, it's on the right. Turn that upside down, you'll see another face there. People have called me, and they have pointed out 6 other faces on here other than the white orbs that they're looking at. No one knows what they are. By accident, one night, I was getting my Harley ready for an event, and I've been to Bike Week and Biketoberfest, the combination of the 2. I have been 21 times, and I was getting ready. And this one was in, I think it was in October, and it was raining, so I had the garage doors up, the lights on. I have these high output lights, 8-foot tubes, and it's well lit. But I noticed as I was shining on the bike, the chrome and stuff, I was noticing that one of my gutters was stopped up at a point, and the rain was hard and water was coming over it, but I could see it. I saw a rainbow, and it was like at midnight. And I said, this is really odd. So I went and got my phone. Actually, I keep it in the Harley. So I got my phone, not my phone, but just a regular cheap Kodak phone. And I took a couple of pictures. And of course, looking back on them, I did not see a rainbow. But without taking pictures, I could see the rainbow. And then I got where the rainbow was changing colors, not individual rays, but different color rays at one end than the rays at the other end. So instead of a whole solid blue rainbow stripe, it was blue at the top and red at the bottom. And then in the middle, it would be mixed with blue and red and yellow and green. And I kept taking pictures, and I still couldn't make it change. They all ended up being the same. In any case, I took pictures. Every time I would take them, I would always check, but I never would pull them off the camera. I would check on that small 2-inch screen. Actually, it may not be that big on that old Kodak camera. So one day, actually many weeks later, because I didn't use this camera for the event, I used this camera just for doing things around the house that I had to do that reminded me, rather than taking notes, because I didn't have an iPhone. I'd take a picture and then I'd go back and look at, oh yeah, I got to go do something to this bench over here. Well, when I finally downloaded them on the computer, I was blown away. I never saw this picture. I never once saw it. I reviewed them quickly because I probably had between 200 and 300 pictures on the camera, and half of them were late in the evening or at night or it rained. And this one is late in the evening. And it was raining. It wasn't a storm. It was foggy out there. But man, when I saw these orbs, I never saw them on the camera. But I saw them when I uploaded them on my computer. So I don't know what they are. I know what other people say they are. They used to say they were nothing, but now they're coming up with they are something, but they don't know what. So I wanted to once again give you an opportunity to look at it for those that have not seen it. And if that doesn't, to me, that clearly looks like several alien gray faces. That's what it looks like to me, maybe not to you. And if you make it bigger and then you turn it upside down, and you'll start finding these several green faces that does not even resemble the white ones that you see. They don't resemble at all. Those are the ones that, well, all of them kind of took me back. I never expected to see anything like this, but I did, and here it is. And I've kept that picture all these years, and people ask for it from time to time, and I send it to them. And but anyway, I thought I'd give you a little bit on this and tell you a little bit about it. And this is it. And I took it back on April in 2013. And it was probably about 30, 40 minutes before dark. And it had been raining. It had slacked up and it was foggy because the pond was warmer than the air. And you can see the fog in the background. But with these orbs, I've got probably 1,000 orb pictures, but I've got only one with faces in it. That's this one. No other is like it. Not one other, just this one. And I don't understand it. I don't know what it is. But rather than believe it's just nothing, I believe now that it is something. It's just that I don't know what. Jody Wolf Expoz.